Everyone, welcome to our webinar dedicated to the marketing tool available to all our partners, which is called AppsFlyer. My name is Lisa. I'm a lead digital marketer at Ondi, textbook and software that helps to grow your local business. And today, our amazing speaker, Liana, who represents the Lolo Rights Company, will share with you how they use AppsFlyer in order to boost their app installs, increase the number of passengers, and improve their marketing strategies in general. She will show why data-driven marketing is important for any ride-hailing and taxi company on the example of Lola. Now, let me just add a few words about Liana, introduce her to you. Liana is a marketing expert with over 13 years of experience. She's been working a lot with mobile apps, the automotive industry, as well as outsourcing, game development, and FMCG. So Liana has really a wide experience, which makes her a unique professional that brings innovative solutions to Lola Rights, where she serves now as a marketing manager. Hello, Liana. It's so nice to have you today with us.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you so much for the opportunity to take part in this webinar today. And hi, everyone. As Lisa has already introduced me, we can start from the very beginning. And today, we'll talk about how you can track user actions after they install your app and make data-driven decisions to improve your campaigns and increase revenue. But before, just a few words about the AppsFlyer as a tool, because maybe not all of you have heard about it, not all of you have used it previously. So it is a mobile attribution and marketing analytics platform which assists app marketers with campaign management and conversion tracking. AppsFlyer offers you measurement, analytics, engagement, and fraud protection technologies. With this tool, you can get all the answers you need to make the right decisions for your business and your customers. It's like having a superpower that lets you see what works in your marketing efforts and what actually doesn't, helping you to spend wisely and grow your business. And how does this actually work? The key lies in App Analytics. App Analytics uses software development kits, SDK, to track data and identify users by their device and operating system ID. This allows us to collect valuable insights into user engagement and app usage. So why is it so important? Let's take a closer look. It provides data for various engagement and usage metrics, such as retention and activation rate, acquisition, uninstalls, engagement, conversion rate. App Analytics is really vital if you want to understand how well your app is meeting users' needs and what improvements you might need to make. With the help of mobile app analytics, you can first of all collect accurate user data. With the help of App Analytics, you can access real-time data that provides insights into what users really need or want from your app. Also, you can track business goals. You can easily determine the acquisition channels that generate the highest customer lifetime value. This can help you to track business goals and develop essential marketing and engagement strategies in line with your budget. Also, increase your engagement and retention. So, mobile app analytics lets you analyze the complete user journey inside your application. The reports let you see what contact users interact with and when they decide to leave. Having all this information makes it really easier to identify where you can make improvements for better engagement and retention of your app audience. And also, to deliver personalized customer-focused marketing. So with App Analytics, you can create an individualized customer experience. It provides valuable insights about user profiles and behavior that you can use to create effective marketing and re-engagement strategies. So, well, we all invest in advertising, but how do we know that it's actually working? Sure, we can see clicks and installs in our Google ads or Facebook ads and so on, but what happens next? Do these users register in your app? Do they book a ride? Do they actually use the app? That's where tracking tools like AppsFlyer come in. They really help us to go beyond surface level metrics and understand the full journey from the very first ad impression to real actions inside the app. And today I'll show you how you can use a tool like AppsFlyer or maybe some other similar to optimize your campaigns and make smarter budget decisions and improve your ad performance. So, first of all, I would like to make an important notice that Google Ads attributes the conversion to the click time, while AppsFlyer attributes to the conversion to the launch time. So it means that AppsFlyer thinks that this install was really the install only when user opens the app. So this is the reason why sometimes there are some discrepancies between the Google Ads dashboard and the AppsFlyer dashboard. With marketing analytics and attribution platform like AppsFlyer, you can track key user actions after the installation, such as sign up, which means users who registered at your application, they requested verification code via SMS and successfully entered it on your app. Also, you can track the event booking confirmed, so users who confirmed the trip details, the pickup point, and agreed with the price and the arrival time of a driver. Also, you can track completed rides, meaning successfully finished rides, and canceled rides. This data helps you understand which marketing campaigns drive valuable users. I mean, those users who perform the highest number of desired actions like completed rides. And please have a look. On this slide, you can see a breakdown of event across organic and non-organic sources. This essentially represents a funnel showing how many users entered at the top and how many of them progressed through each stage of the funnel from opening the app to completed the desired action, a successful ride. We can use this structure of each event by source, helping us understand which channels drive the most valuable actions, not just installs. It may help to draw attention to weak points. An example, App Analytics can help you understand where your users drop off in the journey and adjust your strategy. If, for example, users go through all the steps but abandon the process at the final booking confirmation, maybe your pricing policy could be the issue. You may take a closer look to it, compare your rates with competitors, or review customer feedback in reports at MyHub. If many passengers mention high prices in their comments, it might be worth exploring pricing adjustments or maybe introducing some special promotions to keep them engaged. You can test offering discounts through an app message to see if it can encourage more people to complete their rides. So this is a really useful tool. So I draw your attention to try to use it. Okay, so now we know why post-install data is really important, but how do we actually measure campaign success? With trackers like AppsFlyer, we can analyze performance at different levels. First one, channels. Which platform brings the most engaged users? The second one, campaigns. Which campaign generates the highest number of completed rides? Ad groups. Which ad variations perform best? All these can help us to see what is working and what is not. So, AppsFlyer's attribution model allows us to track the performance of various marketing channels, including paid ads, organic installs, referrals, etc. And of course, we can compare our basic channels, Google and Facebook ads, and its performance. Also, at Lolo, we monitor the dynamics in organic traffic and how paid ads affect it. We compare the revenue of users from Google Ads, Facebook, and organic traffic. And in most cases, Google wins. On this slide, you can see that most of booking confirmed were generated by users from Google Ads, less by organic traffic and Facebook ads. Marketing analytics and attribution platform like AppsFlyer lets you analyze user behavior over time by grouping your users into cohorts based on the acquisition source. So you can track how many rides users from each ad source complete over time. You can measure cumulative ride activity by cohort. You can adjust campaigns based on long-term user engagement. And also here, I would like to pay your attention that you can compare the cumulative revenue generated by users from different ads channels up to 180 days after the install, not more. And this helps identify trends, retention rates, and long-term value associated with different marketing efforts. And let's visualize it for a more clear understanding. On this slide, you can see cumulative revenue grouped by media source and generated by these cohorts up to day 30 from the start of the tracking period. And also there is a focus on revenue sum. We can see on this slide that over time, Google Ads has generated the highest revenue, followed by organic traffic, Facebook, and then the Instagram profile link, meaning that we generated the link that we tracked with the help of AppsFlyer on the Facebook profile page, and then we can see the dynamics. So this data can be analyzed for other key metrics as well. For example, we can analyze not revenue sum, but retention, first launch, sessions count, sign up of users, booking confirmed, completed trips, paid trips, and all these events over any selected time frame. However, what is most important is comparing this revenue to the amount that we spent on each channel and find out if the returns really justify the ad spend. The insight helps us to optimize budget allocation and focus on the most profitable sources of traffic. Also, I would like to talk about lifetime value, or LTV. It is an estimate of the average revenue a customer will generate over the time that they use your app. LTV helps marketers properly optimize revenue streams by pinpointing exactly how much money they can afford to spend on user acquisition while remaining profitable. This is very important. So, why is LTV so important? Combined with the average revenue per user, LTV is a golden metric to determine the total prospective revenue or value of your users. In the free-to-install app economy, it's an essential way to measure business health. If you would like to calculate your LTV, you can multiply the average purchase size by the number of purchases and the retention period. Or alternatively, you can divide total revenue by the total number of users for a specific period of time. You may also be interested, how can you boost your customers' LTV? Okay, let's look at this. For example, enhancing customer experience, optimizing onboarding, linking LTV to attribution data by offering more value, investing in loyalty programs, and ensuring excellent customer service. These are the key strategies to boost your LTV. And I would like to share with you also some more reasons why it's so important to pay attention to your LTV and to measure it, because you can't improve something that you don't measure. So once you begin measuring LTV and breaking down the various components, you'll be able to employ more targeted strategies around pricing, your digital ads, and user retention. Also, make better user acquisition decisions. So when you know what to expect in terms of average earnings per user, you can increase or, for example, decrease spending to ensure you maximize profitability and continue to attract the right audience. The next thing is improve forecasting. LTV predictions can help you make forward-looking decisions around ad spend. LTV forecasting also minimizes the risk of underspending and missing out on potential business or overspending and wasting your money in the wrong places or for the wrong audience. The next one is boost customer loyalty and retention. When a company consistently provides value in the form of a great, intuitive app, outstanding customer support, or an excellent loyalty program, customer loyalty and retention, they will tend to soar. Focusing your efforts on users with high LTV also will enable you to drive retention. And of course, more loyal users means lower churn rate, meaning you will lose less users that you already paid for, and as well more referrals and positive reviews. The next thing is drive recurring purchases. LTV allows you to measure web visitors or app usage per year or over the user's lifetime. You can then use this data to implement strategies that will increase repeat business. And the last but not the least, charge up for profitability. Overall, higher LTV leads to bigger profits. By keeping users for longer stretches of time and building a model that encourages them to spend more, you should see the benefits show up on your bottom line. The next thing I would like to focus on is return on advertising spend. It is an important key performance indicator in online and app marketing, and it refers to the amount of revenue that is earned for every dollar spent on a marketing campaign. Based on the return on investment principle, it shows the profit achieved for each advertising expense, and it can be measured both on a high level and on a more granular basis. Whether you want to measure it for an entire marketing strategy, a look at performance at the campaign, targeting, or ad level, it's key metric for measuring and determine strategic success in your mobile advertising. If you would like to calculate the return on your ad spend, you can use this basic formula. This is revenue attributable to ads divided to the cost of your ads. So how much you have spent for your digital ads. To better understand in this, let's say that, for example, you ran an ad campaign and spent $1,000 on ads that you can attribute to $3,000 revenue to. So using the above formula, you can determine your return on ad spend as $3. But at the same time, when it comes to expressing your return on ad spend, there are a few different options. It's not only in the sum of money, also, for example, you can calculate it in percentage. So for this, you should multiply your result by 100%. In the above example, your ROAS will be 300%, for example. And also there is rather common expression is a ratio showing what you made against what you spent. So in this case, it will be 3-to-1, meaning $3 revenue for every $1 spent. So you have three options and you may decide which of them is more easy or more useful for you or to use in your marketing strategy and your mobile app analytics. Also, I would like to say that by comparing the cost associated with each marketing channel and campaign against the revenue generated, we can calculate precise ROAS for every effort. Also, you can compare daily revenue and keep track of the peaks and downs of the activity of your users. And also on this slide, you can see their example, also divided numbers divided by different sources of traffic. And I would like to say that even looking at downloads and user action isn't enough. We also need to understand how efficiently we spend in our budget. How much does it actually cost to acquire an active user and which ads bring the best results? So let's break it down. So compare ad spend for each campaign, each ad group, and each individual app. This is what is not available from your Google Ads, but you can see it on AppsFlyer. You can see the results of each exact ad group and see its performance. Also, measure performance for every key action. Measure registrations, booking confirmed, completed rides, canceled rides, and see the relation to each advertising channel. And of course, calculate cost per action, CPA. It's important to determine the real cost of acquiring active users. All these insights help us decide which channels perform well enough to go on with them, with that campaign or ad group, or which of them deserve higher budget, and which of them complement and enhance each other, and we cannot stop them. This is really very important. And on this slide, you can see how different user cohorts grouped by ad sets from various campaigns behave up to day 30 from the start of the tracking period, specifically for the event booking confirmed. So we can analyze similar cohort behavior for any chosen event over any selected time frame. It could be sign-ups, completed trips, paid trips, revenue sum. In this example, I've displayed the data cumulatively and highlighted the most productive ad groups with brighter colors, and less effective ones appear faded. So you can clearly see that the Save Drivers ad group within the Google in-app campaign generated the highest number of confirmed bookings over the selected period of time. This makes it the most effective ad group in terms of driving the desired action. And we can build the same table with revenue per each ad group. This is really very useful to understand whether our hypotheses were true or they failed, and maybe it will give us some insights about what other ideas in marketing activities we can use and which ad set would be more profitable. Also, I would like to say that it's very important that the naming structure within the campaigns is clear and differs one from each other, because it plays a crucial role when setting up and running ads. The way we name and organize our campaigns and ad groups directly impacts how we analyze the data later. So, if each campaign contains multiple ad groups, we can track the performance of each individual group. This allows us to make more precise decisions, adjusting specific ad groups rather than just optimizing the campaign as a whole. And by analyzing key metrics like registrations, bookings, completed rides, and revenue, we can determine which ad groups are driving the best results and allocate budget more effectively and focus on these groups. Once we know the cost of each key action, the next step is optimizing our budget. Instead of just spending money on ads, how can we ensure that every dollar is working as efficiently as it's possible? AppsFlyer helps with this by allowing real-time budget adjustment based on in-depth analytics. Marketing analytics and attribution platform like AppsFlyer enables effective budget distribution by shifting spending to the campaign and ad groups that deliver the best results. So, to sum up, you can test hypotheses and creative ideas to identify the best performing ads. You can reallocate budget dynamically based on real-time deep analytics. Also, you can optimize campaign efficiency continuously by tracking the most valuable user actions. By making data-driven budget decisions, you ensure your ad spend delivers maximum impact while keeping key financial details confidential. So far, we've been talking about digital campaigns. But what if your advertising goes beyond online channels? Can we track the impact of flyers, billboards, or maybe even TV ads? The good news is yes. Let's see how tools like AppsFlyer help with offline tracking as well. By using OneLink generated QR codes, you can track how many users installed your app and how much revenue they generated. Posting on OneLink generated QR codes also can be used on ads for TV, in-store displays, brochures, magazine, packaging, and provides the following benefits. First, users can quickly and easily scan the code with their mobile device to install our app. The second, users save their time and effort required to go to the App Store and search for the app, which increases QR to app install conversion rates. The third one, privacy is protected, as this conversion method bypasses SMS and users don't need to provide any private information, such as phone number, for example. And the last but not the least, we can attribute installs and measure the efficiency of our ads. And of course, examples. On this slide, you can see an example of our billboard design featuring a QR code. On the left, you can see the tracking parameters set up for this QR code. When someone scans the QR code on our billboards or flyers, we can track their actions just like we do with users from digital sources. So we can see how many people install the app. We can see how many of them registered, how many of them confirmed to write, how many successfully completed or canceled write using our app. And we can relate these actions exactly to this source of traffic from this QR code. For sure, conversion is not the main goal of offline ads, which is more about brand recognition, but the QR code to install the app is a relevant supplement. And it gives us the ability to compare the figures if we decide to try this channel again. So we'll have these figures to compare. And of course, not everyone who sees an offline ad will scan the QR code and follow the funnel. Some people might simply remember the brand name, then search for it later and install the app, and then showing up as organic traffic in our analytics. But at the same time, using QR codes still gives us valuable opportunity to track those users who did engage with our ad, who downloaded the app through this QR link and eventually started booking rides. While offline attribution isn't perfect, it helps us gain at least some insights into how our offline campaigns contribute user acquisition and their engagement. And also, I would like to share with you some best practices for tracking offline ads with the help of Tracker. So the first one is consistent naming conventions. Use clear and consistent naming for your offline campaigns to simplify tracking and reporting. Another thing is unique tracking elements. So ensure each offline campaign has unique identifiers like promo codes, QR codes to accurately attribute conversions because it will help you to recognize them at your AppsFlyer. The next thing is data privacy compliance. When collecting and importing offline data, comply with data privacy regulations like GDPR or CCPA to protect your user information. This is especially important for those who work in Europe. And the last one is cross-functional collaboration. So you can work closely with your teams to align tracking strategies and ensure that all necessary data is captured for attribution. And additionally, we can use OneLink to track installs from other digital sources. For example, we can place one link to an Instagram bio, or for example, we can share it with influencers and bloggers on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, so on. And this way, we can see how many people downloaded the app from the link and what they did next. Did they just install it, or did they actually use the app? This helps us understand if the money spent on influencer marketing was worth it or not. So there were really lots of words, and let's try to sum up. To summarize, marketing analytics and attribution platform like AppsFlyer helps you to track post-install actions to measure the real user engagement. Also, it helps you analyze performance at every level, channels, campaign, ad groups. It helps you optimize budget allocation in real time for maximum efficiency. Also, compare ad spend against revenue to calculate accurate CPA, cost per action of your users. Also, it helps you track offline marketing efforts with the help of OneLink QR codes for deeper insights. Also, refine audience targeting using cohort analysis and long-term behavior tracking. The next thing, easily apply this insight to your own app without needing deep analytics expertise. With these insights, you can make smarter marketing decisions, you can reduce wasteful ad spend and drive higher revenue from every campaign while maintaining data confidentiality. I'm not an AppsFlyer employee, but I use it as a marketer, and I've seen firsthand how it helps make smarter decisions. The good news? It's not as hard as it sounds. Even small adjustments based on data can have big impact on your results. What else I would like to notice here about the AppsFlyer or tools like it, that you can set up post-install tracking to see what happens after users install your app. So tracking of registrations and first tries can help you optimize your ads and focus on those who really bring the best results. Also, to compare ad sources and creatives to understand which campaigns drive the best users. You don't need complex analytics. Start by identifying which ads bring in engaged users. Also, you can test different strategies, experiment with budget reallocation, experiment with creatives or audience segmentation to see what works best. Use offline tracking. If you run ads beyond your digital platforms, even if the data isn't perfect, it provides a better understanding of offline ad effectiveness. And of course, leverage real-time insights. AppsFlyer makes it easy to adjust your campaigns quickly. The faster you react, the better your performance. And one more important notice is that while AppsFlyer is a powerful tool for mobile attribution and marketing analytics, it's important to know that there are several other platforms available that offer similar functionalities. For example, Adjust, AppMetrica, MyTracker, and others. When it comes to tracking and analyzing user data, you have enough options. You can utilize dedicated attribution tools like those mentioned above, or you can rely on data available from advertising platforms and from Google Analytics, from MyHub. Each approach has its own advantages, and the choice depends on your specific needs and your resources. Thank you so much for your time and your attention. I really hope this webinar was helpful and gave you a bit clearer understanding of how tracking and analytics can improve your ad performance. Analyze, optimize, and improve. The more you understand what happens after a user installs your app, the smarter your marketing decisions will be. Use data to allocate budget wisely, test new ideas, and focus on what truly works. And remember, small optimizations can lead to big results. Thank you.